Hey guys, welcome back to Teal House Farm. As usual, early morning, Mr. P is the first one up. Eating a cracker here.
I'm going to take you along this morning as we get our morning and homestead chores done to get ready for our homeschool day. Just a quick pickup. You can see I cleared out my garden last night and everything's all over the table still. We're going to do oatmeal for breakfast this morning. I pre-make these oatmeal packs in mason jars. Super easy. I make several different flavors and then the kids can choose what they want. All I have to do is just boil some water on the stove in the kettle and then we add it to the mason jars. It makes breakfast cleanup go a lot faster because there aren't a bunch of pots and pans or trash that needs to be thrown away. I'll link the recipes below if you want to try it out yourself. I get the water rolling and our first straggler is already up down the stairs. Usually the kids aren't all up this early, but if you're going to be up, you can help. So I set her to pull out some sippy cups for her and Patton. We keep them in the bottom drawer so the little kids can get them themselves. And we'll get everybody some milk so they're ready for the morning. Next up, Annie is up. She sleeps in a night stretcher brace that has to be taken off. This is kind of a contraption here. It's going to be a little tricky for her to do herself, so we give her a hand. Let's get the brace off the foot, and she is free for the day. Micah is up too, and she is very good at helping make breakfast. She likes to do the eggs especially, so I'm putting her in charge of the scrambled eggs while I go ahead and finish up any last minute cleaning that I like to get done before the kids are up, even though they beat me to it this morning and got up a little bit early, but that's okay. I'll get Sam and my coffee started as well. I really like these reusable K-cups. We have a big percolator too, but these I feel like use even less grounds and you don't have to buy filters, so super cheap and you can make one cup at a time. Micah's got the eggs scrambling, so breakfast is almost ready. Mr. P is ready to eat. And the other girls just find something to do to keep themselves busy until the food is ready. And we go ahead and fill up our cups. Water is hot and boiling, and I put in probably about a half to 3/4 of a cup. I don't know, I just eyeball it and I add more water once I mix it up if it's too thick. The girls all wanted blueberry this morning. Sam and I are going to have peanut butter, almond, and honey. And it's time to eat. Then there's a little bit of snuggle time and we let the kids kick off some energy and just mess around for a little bit while we drink our coffees. And then it is time to do chores. Okay, so the girls are inside, so you can see them doing their morning chores. So the little girls do dishes in the morning. That's JJ, who is 4, and Annie, who is 6. They do the morning dishes. Ivy clears the table, wipes it down. Micah picked up and swept the living room. Isla usually helps me with the farm chores, but it's kind of drizzly and wet this morning. And so she's just gonna play inside, and Patton's in the pack and play because she's too little to do anything. So let's just get our farm chores done real quick. It is now fall, so they're actually really quick. It takes me less than 10 minutes to take care of everything because there's nothing really big going on in the fall. There's no baby animals, there's no milking. The garden, I just closed it up yesterday, picked the last of whatever and kind of locked it up because it's pretty chilly now and a lot of the plants it hasn't frosted, but it's getting there, and so the plants are pretty much done. We always start though when we do farm chores, we always start with the kitties. You don't start with the cats. They are underneath your feet the entire time you're trying to do anything. So let's get them fed. We do have quite a few. I think there's 6 barn cats, but don't worry, they are all spayed or neutered. Watch out! When you live out in the country, you tend to end up with a lot of cats that people have dumped places or have just shown up. So we try to take care of them, but we also make sure they get spayed and neutered. Make sure my plant's off here. Good morning. Are we hungry? Our sheep and goats just get a little bit of extra feed in the morning. Help bulk them up. Back it up, please. Use that one. I need to get just like a large feeding trough, but I don't, so we'll just get a couple small trays. Hey. And their water's still really full, so usually with the water, check on it every day. We have a pretty big trough. I dump it out and scrub it on Saturdays. It's kind of my tradition right now. In the winter, you have to stay more on top of it because it freezes, but in the fall, it's not hot enough. They're not like guzzling through it, and it's also not like the heat of summer where it gets really like moldy or whatever, fungusy. Plug my fence in here. So fall is nice. Everything's easier. It's not really hot. It doesn't rain every morning. It was kind of drizzly today. So, okay, next up, take care of our chickens. Chores are done. Looks like inside chores are getting there. Little girls are still finishing the dishes. You're almost there. You're almost there. A lot of dishes this morning, huh? Finish up and then we'll do some stuff. All right, so this is the part where I consult my home planner Bible. I love this home planner. They just released the 2023 one. I've already ordered it. I'll link this below. I am not associated with the Passionate Penny Pincher at all, but she makes the best home planner and I highly recommend it. So today's Friday. Doop. All right, so I already made a vlog this morning and I'm working on this one. So kind of check what we got going on today. Annie's got a PT assessment we got to take her to. I got to edit the vlog I recorded earlier. We're going to make some wild plum jam, so I'm going to work on that. Thanks to our friends Deb and Gary for giving us a whole bunch of their wild plums. And I'm going to save some seeds and try to propagate them here, so we'll see how that goes. And then I also need to attempt to fix a gutter that got smashed when a tree limb fell on the house. I'm going to see what I can do about that since Sam is just super busy with school and work. And also up here, this just keeps me on track for what we got going on, just everyday daily home tasks to try to keep the house cleanish. So this one is exercise. I don't think I ever sit down, but I replaced that one with farm chores, got those done. Girls and I made their beds, I started the laundry. I have not cleaned the sinks yet, we'll get there. Dinner tonight is, so we need to check what's supposed to be for dinner tonight on our menu board. The girls are washing the dishes, and then I wiped down the counters and the sink, and then Micah has already picked up the living room. So those things are basically all done. We'll check the menu board in a second, and then I look over here. These are the home goals I have for today too, just the extra cleaning. So we're going to wipe down the electronic screens, sort paperwork and mail, and I can check that one off because I do that as soon as it comes in so that we don't lose anything. And then I'll need to take out all the trash in the house. Overwhelmed with spaghetti squash right now, and let's check out menu here underneath all this artwork.
Mom, can you get 2 of those?
What do you need, baby? Those aren't dirty. You don't need to wash those. I think you're all done. Good job. Let's see. So this morning we had our oatmeal. Lunch, we're just doing sandwiches and chips. And then dinner is leftovers, which is great. We had a big beef roast last night instead of pork chops. I changed my mind, but that's okay, right? We did a beef roast, and there's half of it left. Okay. All right, so I have half a beef roast left, and I'm going to chop it up and saute it with some onions, peppers, mushrooms, and just eat it like that with one of those giant spaghetti squashes I have over here from our garden, and probably the leftover bread from last night. And that's pretty much morning. So we are now ready to start school.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, we got hot cocoa.
Why do you get hot cocoa?
We were outside.
For an hour?
We were outside and you didn't even tell us about it. We did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It's only 60 degrees out though. Okay. We need to start school though.
But really? We get hot cocoa.
No hot cocoa, but you can get your box. We're gonna get them started on their school. I plan school once a week on Sundays so they can just pull their boxes and read their assignment list for today and go. So it lets school get started pretty simply. Hey Isla, the big girls are gonna do school. What do you want me to take out to play with?
Mom, my puppy book.
Oh good. What do you want to play with today? Do you want choo-choos or do you want the kitchen?
Or baby. Kitchen.
You want the you want choo-choos?